The next one, model of elasticity. From Hooke's law, the stress in a body is proportional to the corresponding strain provided the deformation is very small. There are three types of elastic modulus. First one, Young modulus. Second one, rigidity modulus. Third one, bulk modulus. The first one, Young modulus. When a wire is stretched or compressed, then the ratio
within the elastic limit, the ratio of linear, that is axial, stress to the linear, that is axial, strain is known as Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity.
Tensile stress or compressive stress by tensile strain or compressive strain. Therefore, y is equal to sigma t by epsilon t, or y is equal to sigma c by epsilon c. The unit for Young modulus has the same unit of stress because strain has no unit. So, SI unit of Young modulus is Newton meter minus 1, 2 or Pascal. The next one, bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is defined as the ratio of the volume stress to the volume strain. The bulk modulus is denoted by K. Therefore, bulk modulus K is equal to normal, that is perpendicular stress or pressure by volume strain. The normal stress or pressure is sigma n is equal to F of n by del A. Force per area is equal to del P. Pressure. The volume strain is epsilon is equal to change in volume by original volume. Therefore, del V by V. Therefore, the bulk modulus is stress by strain. Therefore, K is equal to sigma by epsilon. Therefore, minus of del P by del V by V. The negative sign of this equation, that means when pressure is applied on the body, the volume decreases. That is inversely proportional. Therefore, this equation implies material can be easily compressed. It has a small value of bulk modulus. Bulk modulus measure the resistance of the solid to change in their volume. The next one, rigidity modulus or shear modulus. The rigidity modulus is defined as the ratio of the shearing stress to shearing strain. The rigidity modulus or shear modulus is denoted by eta. The eta is equal to shearing stress by angle of shear or shearing strain. The shearing stress is sigma is equal to tangential force by area over which is applied, therefore force by del A. The angle of shear or shearing strain is equal to x by h. Epsilon is equal to x by h, that is theta. Therefore, the rigidity modulus eta is equal to sigma by epsilon. Therefore, F by del A by x by h. Simplify this equation, F by del A by theta. The equation implies that material can be easily twisted. It has a small value of rigidity modulus. For example, consider a wire when it twisted through the angle theta. A restoring torque is developed, therefore tau directly proportional to theta. This means for a larger torque, wire will twist by a larger amount. Now we are going to see the topic Poisson's ratio. Suppose we stretch a wire, the length increases, that means elongation, but its diameter decreases, that means contraction. Similarly, when we stretch a rubber band, the elongation, it becomes, notify the thinner contraction, that is deformation of the material is one direction produced, deformation is another direction. The French physicist S.D. Poisson proposed a ratio known as Poisson's ratio, which is defined as the ratio of the relative contraction lateral strain to the relative expansion longitudinal strain. It is denoted by the symbol mu. Lateral strain D by capital D. Longitudinal strain small l by capital L. Therefore, Poisson ratio mu is equal to lateral strain by longitudinal strain. For a wire of length L with diameter D, due to the applied force, wire stretch and hence increases the length BL and decreases the diameter BD. Poisson ratio mu is equal to D by D by L by capital L. We are arranging this equation minus L by small l into small d by capital D. Negative sign indicate the elongation along the longitudinal and contraction along the lateral dimension. Now we are going to see the topic elastic potential energy. When a body is stretched, work is done against the restorative force, that is internal force. This work done is stored in the body in the form of elastic energy. Let us consider a wire whose unstretched length is capital L and area of cross section is capital A. Let a force produce an extension small l and further assume that elastic limit of the wire has not been exceeded and there is no loss of energy. The work done by the force F is equal to energy gained by the wire. Now we find the value of work done. The work done in a stretching of wire dl, therefore work done dW is equal to F into dl. This is a small amount of work done. We find the total work done. Therefore, integrating this value, therefore W is equal to integral of limit value 0 to L, F into dl. We know that this is a stretching a wire, therefore we find the Young modulus of elasticity. Young modulus of elasticity, we already studied this equation. Therefore, Y is equal to F by A into L by small l. Therefore, we find the value of F. F is equal to Y A L by capital L. This F value substitute in this equation. Therefore, work done is equal to integral of 0 to L. F is equal to Y A L by L into dl. L is the dummy variable. In the integration, we can change L to L dash. Therefore, we write the equation W is equal to 0 to L Y A L dash by capital L into dl dash. We integrating this equation. Therefore, common term taken as a constant term taken in the outside. Therefore, W is equal to YA by capital L integral of 0 to L L dash into dl dash. Therefore, we integrating this equation, we find YA by L L dash squared by 2 0 to L. Limit value substitute in this equation. Therefore, YA L squared by 2 into L. This is a work done. Therefore, we arrange this equation. W is equal to 1 by 2 YA L by capital L into L. YA L by L is equal to F. Therefore, W is equal to 1 by 2 F into L. This is a elastic potential energy. Next, we find the energy density. Energy density U is equal to energy per unit volume. Potential energy taken as half into F into L by volume. Volume formula area into length A into L. Let's arrange this equation 1 by 2 F by A into L by capital L. Therefore, energy density U is equal to half into, this is a stress value, this is a strain value. Therefore, half into stress into strain. The next one, application of elasticity. The mechanical property of material play a very vital role in everyday life. The elastic behavior is one such a property which especially decides the structural design of the column and beam of buildings. As far as the structural engineer is concerned, the amount of stress that design would withstand a primary safety factor. For an example, to reduce the bending of a beam for a given load, one should use the material with a higher Young modulus of elasticity. The Young modulus of steel is greater than aluminium or copper. Iron comes next to steel. This is the reason why steel is mostly preferred in the design of heavy-duty machine and iron rod in the construction of buildings.